Hello guys and welcome to Stevie TV. This is the Premier League preview for Game Week 24. We haven't done this for a while, so we're going to get straight to it. I'm going to give you my predictions of what I think will happen this weekend for the Premier League fixtures. So the first game this weekend is going to be Manchester City versus Everton. I think we're starting to see Manchester City come to form, finding that shape, and especially with the likes of De Bruyne coming back, I think we're going to start seeing that they're going to start beating teams quite convincingly. They struggled a bit against Brentford the other day, but I do think they will get that win. And I'm going to say 2-0 for Manchester City here. I can't see Everton getting a goal against them. I do think Everton have a bit of quality about them, but I tend to think they're better defensively than they are attacking. And I think City will break them down. So that's the first game, guys. So 2-0 to Manchester City. Next game is Fulham versus Bournemouth, which is a 3 o'clock kickoff on the Saturday. And Bournemouth have been pulling out a good few results. Fulham struggling a bit, but they get a bit of a few draws in there as well. So I'm going to say Bournemouth here. I think Solanke could be the deciding factor in the way that they play. If Solanke can go and get a goal, I believe that they can hold on to that lead. And if he gets 1 or 2, you don't know. So I do think Bournemouth will win that game. And I'm going to say a 2-1 victory. I'm going to go with 2-1. And like I say, I think they'll hold on Bournemouth. So Bournemouth win. It is at Craven Cottage, so could be difficult. But again, Bournemouth win there. Next one is Liverpool versus Burnley. Obviously, Burnley don't look great at all now. They fell off really badly. I thought that Burnley could get teams on the counter-attack, but it doesn't seem like it's working at the moment. They can't get into defences. And I think they're going to be the first team that get announced to be relegated this season, the way the form's going. So I'm going to go with a Liverpool win here. I think convincing win. I'm going to go 3-0 to Liverpool. Nice and easy for them. Luton versus Sheffield United is the next game. Obviously, Luton have actually scored 8 goals in the last 2 games. They got a draw in the last one, but they won 4-0 against Brighton. And then they're playing Sheffield United. Both teams, people were thinking, oh, they both might go down. Luton could be the worst, but Luton might actually stay up this season. I think they've shocked a lot of teams this season. And I think Luton will get the win here. I think Sheffield United don't have enough up front. They might have the defenders currently back and stuff, but I don't think Sheffield United have enough to beat Luton. And Luton are finding the net at the minute, so I'm going to go 2-0 Luton in that game. And at home as well, so you never know what's going to happen. Hopefully, like I said, Luton win. Next is Spurs versus Brighton. So Spurs, again, you get a good game, you get a bad game, good game, bad game. Maddison's back in the squad, Van der Ven's back in the squad, Romero's back in the squad. They're starting to find that form. I'm not too sure if Son's still in the Asia Cup, so if he's still in that Asia Cup, he will be missing this game. But Richarlison's firing, he's scoring goals every game near enough. So I think with Spurs, with the way that they play, I think they'll get in behind Brighton very, very easily. Brighton's defence has been awful this season. Like I've just mentioned, they've been beaten by Luton 4-0 and nobody expected that one either. So, yeah, easy win for Spurs, I think. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Spurs there. De Zerbi really needs to get this Brighton side working. European games are really getting in behind them now. And it's obviously proving difficult for them. And they're getting tired legs a lot quicker than they should be. So Brighton are in a difficult situation there. And then we've got Wolves versus Brentford, which is, again, the final 3 o'clock Saturday game. Wolves beat Chelsea in the last game 4-2. Brentford give City a bit of a game, but eventually it fell through and they couldn't hold on to that draw against Manchester City. And City just picked them apart towards the end. And I think this is going to be the same. I think Wolves will pick Brentford apart slowly. And I think we'll see a Wolves 2-1 win. As I said, Wolves tend to be getting these goals. Well, they just come off that win. And I can see him carrying that confidence into this game. And Brentford will tire towards the end of the games, as they usually do. But it depends how Brentford start that game. They've got Tony back. Morpay is a pain in the arse to deal with, let's be honest. So you never know how Brentford are going to play, but I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves. Home for Wolves as well, so you never know. Next game is Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle, which is a 5:30 kickoff, and that is on the Saturday as well. It's at the Forest ground. I don't see any positives to go off for Forest at the minute. I don't think they're that great. They are a good team as a team, but and they've got a few individuals in there which might be able to get into the Newcastle defence. But I feel like Newcastle are the team here where they're just going to go out and they need a good result. Newcastle, they're up there still near the top, like top half of the league, but I don't think they've been as convincing as they normally would be, or what they were last season. So it won't be as easy as we expect them to win, but I still think they need that result, and I think they're going to go on and win 3-0 in this game, Newcastle. Sunday's games, we have got West Ham versus Arsenal for the first game at 2 o'clock. London derby. West Ham just been beaten by Man United 3-0. Arsenal just beat Liverpool 3-1. And didn't just beat Liverpool, they convincingly beat Liverpool. They smashed Liverpool. And obviously Liverpool got Burnley. I've already said my prediction on that one. But Arsenal are going to carry that confidence in this game. Arsenal now believe, especially the fans anyway, let's be honest. Arsenal now believe that they are going on to win the league. I don't see it personally, but Arsenal fans do. And they're going to get carried away. And then a game like West Ham could be tough, especially at the London Stadium, where West Ham can play well. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Arsenal here. I think West Ham will give them a game, but Arsenal are definitely going to be carrying that confidence from last weekend. Next game is Aston Villa versus Manchester United at 4:30. That game, I feel like it could be a big swing in the confidence of Man United. Obviously, we've won back-to-back games now in the Prem, and I think we can keep on doing that, especially with the likes of Mainu, Casemiro, and Bruno in the middle. Martinez will be a big miss. He is out for 8 weeks, I believe, or along those lines. And that could be crucial against a team like Villa. Villa just smashed Sheffield United the other day. 5-0 within the first half. Like, first 40 minutes, let's be honest. So they absolutely blitzed Sheffield United. And they could do that against United if they really tried. And United, depending on what they do, and what team decides to play on the day. If Rashford plays the way he did last weekend, will be a big threat. But if he doesn't, and our players don't track back, it could be a big, difficult game against Villa. I'm going to go with my instincts here. I'm going to say 2-1 to United, but it could go anyway. It could be a draw, and I'll take a draw against Villa, but I really want that win. I want them 3 points. I want to keep this confidence going for United. The fans are getting behind it a bit more again. Not going to get carried away, but we definitely need that win. We need that win to keep the momentum going and try and charge for this top 4. I think we'll finish 5th or 6th by the end of the season, but if we can keep pushing for that top 4 as a team, Man United, then it'll be good to see where we can end up as by the end of the season. And getting the results now is when we'll need them. Coming into March, we're going to have the derby, so we need these results. Last game is Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, and that's 8 o'clock on Monday. Crystal Palace, London derby, with Chelsea there, and I can't see anything but a Chelsea win here. I can't see Crystal Palace having enough to beat this Chelsea side, and I think Chelsea are currently winning as I speak, I believe, in the FA Cup. That may have changed by the time I finish this video. But I'm going to say Chelsea to win 2-0 in this game. You've got the likes of Elise and Eze in Crystal Palace squad, but I don't think they have enough as a team to get in behind that Chelsea team. And I think Chelsea will take advantage of those chances when they get them. So, never know what happens. We can only wait and see. What do you think of my predictions, guys? Get in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you think, who you think is going to win, what scores. And then make sure you like the video, guys, and subscribe. I've been Stevie C, and I'm out of here.